This reading doesn't need a lot of explanation, just take a look at these cards. This is your clean slate moment. The energy coming through today is the World and 10 of Cups, and I want to take my time with this because there are layers. Something is ending, but it is ending in the right way. This feels like a door closing behind you while another one opens in front. And both things are happening at the exact same moment. I pulled these cards and had to stop for a second because the feeling that came through was not relief, it was resolution, like the universe just exhaled. The energy here is quiet, but it is enormous. It is not loud or demanding. It is the kind of shift that happens in your chest first, then your body, then your whole life rearranges itself around it. The world is completion, and 10 of Cups is the emotional fulfillment you have been building toward without even knowing it. Together they feel like arriving somewhere you did not know you were trying to reach. Something just clicked into place. The World is the final card in the major arcana, and every time it shows up I feel like the air changes. This is not a card about starting something, it is about finishing, but finishing in a way that feels whole. In the imagery you see a figure dancing in the center of a wreath, surrounded by the 4 elements, the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. Everything is in balance, everything has come full circle. There is this sense of having moved through every stage, every lesson, every version of yourself, and now you are standing in the center of it all. Complete. When I look at this card right now, what I am feeling is permission. Permission to be done. Permission to stop proving something. Permission to let the old cycle close without forcing it or clinging to it. For some of you, this is about a chapter of your life that has been stretching on longer than it needed to. You have been waiting for some final piece to fall into place, some sign that it is okay to move on. This is that sign. The world is telling you that you have learned what you came here to learn. You do not need to stay in the lesson anymore. For others, this is about an identity you have been carrying. Maybe you have been the person who struggles, or the person who sacrifices, or the person who always has to fight for what they want. The world is saying that version of you has served its purpose. You can let it go now. You are not abandoning yourself. You are graduating. And there is also this energy of global perspective. The world asks you to zoom out, to see your life from above. When you do that, you start to notice patterns. You start to see how everything connects, how the hard things were not random, how the detours were actually redirections. The world does not show up to fix anything, it shows up to confirm that everything already makes sense. 10 of Cups is one of those cards that people underestimate because it looks so sweet. A family under a rainbow, arms raised, children playing. It feels almost too simple. But when you sit with this card, when you really let it land, you realize it is not about perfection. It is about emotional safety. It is about finally feeling like you belong in your own life. This card is what happens when your inner world and your outer world start to match, when what you feel on the inside is reflected in what you have built on the outside. And it does not mean everything is easy, it means everything is real. When 10 of Cups shows up next to the world, it is telling me that this completion, this ending is not just intellectual, it is emotional. You're not just closing a chapter, you're healing the part of you that lived through it. For some of you, this is about family, either the one you were born into or the one you have chosen. There has been distance, tension, or misunderstanding, and now something is softening, not because anyone apologized, not because the past changed, but because you changed. You stopped needing it to be different. For others, this is about home, and I do not just mean a physical place, I mean the feeling of home, the feeling of being exactly where you are supposed to be, with the people you are supposed to be with, doing what you are supposed to be doing. 10 of Cups says that feeling is available to you now. It is not far off. It is not conditional. It is right here, and there is something about joy in this card. Not happiness that depends on everything going right, joy that exists because you decided to let it in. The rainbow in the image is not something they are chasing, it is already there. It showed up because the storm passed. You have been in the storm. 10 of Cups is what comes after. So when you put these two cards together, what you get is a complete reset, but one that includes everything you have already lived. The world says the cycle is finished. 10 of Cups says the next cycle starts from a place of wholeness, not wounding. You're not starting over from scratch, you're starting over from wisdom. You're beginning again, but this time you're bringing everything you have learned, everything you have survived, everything you have become, and it is going to feel different. This new beginning does not require you to be someone else. It does not require you to prove yourself or earn your place. It just requires you to show up as you are, fully, and let yourself be met there. I keep feeling this image of someone standing at the edge of something new, and instead of bracing for impact, they are just breathing. That is what this combination feels like. You're not scared anymore. You're ready. And the people, the opportunities, the life that is waiting for you on the other side of this threshold, they are ready for you too. This is not about forcing anything. This is about alignment. The world and 10 of Cups together are telling you that you have done the work. You have cleared the path. Now you get to walk it. So here's what you do with this energy. First, finish something. And I mean actually finish it. Not halfway, not almost. If there is a project, a conversation, a commitment, or even just a thought pattern that has been lingering, bring it to completion. Write the last email. Have the last talk. Let yourself feel the last feeling. The world will not fully activate until you stop leaving things open. Second, make space for what is coming, and I do not mean philosophically, I mean physically. Clean out a drawer, delete old messages, unfollow accounts that make you feel small. Create room in your actual environment for the new cycle to land. 10 of Cups is about harmony, and harmony needs space to move. If your life is still cluttered with the old version of yourself, the new one cannot settle in. Third, say yes to something that feels too good. I am serious. The 10 of Cups energy wants you to stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. If something feels easy, let it be easy. If someone offers you help, take it. If joy shows up uninvited, do not turn it away. You have spent enough time in hard mode. This is your permission to believe that good things can just happen. I want you to ask yourself a few things. What would it feel like to stop performing growth and just be grown? What part of your old story are you still dragging around because it feels safer than the new one? And if you knew that everything you have been through was preparing you for this exact moment, what would you do differently today? Sit with those. You do not need to answer them out loud. Just let them move through you. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are exactly where you were always going to be. And the fact that you are here reading this, feeling this, means you are already in the shift. The world is complete. 10 of Cups is waiting. You do not have to know what comes next. You just have to be willing to meet it. Your clean slate is not something you earn. It is something you step into, and you are stepping into it right now. So tell me, what are you ready to let go of so the new cycle can actually start? Drop it in the comments. I want to know what you're releasing. This is a collective reading. If this resonated, subscribe for more collective readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do not message people privately or ask for payment. Anyone doing that is fake. Whatever you have been carrying, the cards are saying it is time to put it down.